What's poppin'?
Back again with another episode of Brooklyn Boys Radio.
Yo, why that light ain't on, my nigga? It is, but then I'll be looking mad black.
Turn on the lights.
So I won't look
Let's
too
get
black.
closer.
That's why you gotta turn it on, so I won't look too crispy out here. Even though I love my chocolateness. Yeah, because then they can't see me. So what up, man?
What up, what up, what up, what up?
I'm here, bro.
What it do?
You got gray, I got gray. This a great day, huh?
It's just a gray old day.
A great day today, great day. I don't even know where I want to start this week, man. I got so much on my mind, so much on my chest. I got a lot of shit to say, Mo.
Say it, say it, say
it. So, started off 2024. I do the fasting. I do the fasting with my church. And that was good, 21-day fast. Fasting and praying. And I picked up a book.
Picked up a book.
I think I told you should check this book out. It's called
Atomic Habits.
Atomic Habits. And it gave me a lot of insight just about me as a person. Some good and some bad. Some of the reasons why I am where I am, and some of the reasons why I am where I am. You get what I'm saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times we think that is, that's just me, or that's just my luck. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or I was born this way. And after reading that book, sometimes we put this shit on ourselves.
You realize everything's a choice.
It's a choice, and sometimes the habits that we create in our life sometimes shapes us to who we become and the outcome that we have for our life.
Mm-hmm.
So I implore anybody who never looked at that book or read that book, pick up that book called Atomic Habits. It gave me a lot of insight, man, and so much so I'm probably gonna go back and read it again, because I even bought the workbook. I do the audio listening books.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought the actual physical hardcover, and then I bought the workbook to go with it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's a good book, man. And then on top of that, ladies, I'm happy to announce I'm totally with nobody.
Styles is single.
Like, I've been single for a while, but I'm single for real. Like, I ain't got nobody. I ain't got nothing.
So now you 110% single.
I'm by myself.
No stable.
No, nothing. I got nothing.
So you done cut everybody off.
Yeah, they cut me off either or, but yeah, for the most part, I cut everybody off, and that's been a challenge too after this fast.
So question.
Yeah.
If you had to be totally transparent and be totally honest, what are you looking for? Two things. What are you looking for? And until you find it, what are you willing to accept?
I would tell you, it sounds generic, like true partnership, like somebody that you could be.
Generic answers.
Yeah. But when I say true, the best thing at this old age of mine now is somebody you could build with. But they got to be built how I want to be built on the outside too, as well as the inside.
What do you mean they got to have a BBL?
No. They got to look how I want it. Sometimes, I didn't even turn my phone on. Sometimes we meet nice people with nice souls, right? And sometimes they may not be attractive to us the way we want them to be attractive. Especially, I think, like for men too. Like, I don't know if I could really date somebody that I'm not attracted to in that way. You know
I know I can't.
So I want to meet that person, but I also want that person to look how I want them to look. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's
so.
Selfish.
How is it that you want them to look?
I don't know. Like my version of beautiful, my version of that person I could wake up next to every day. That's what I want. Somebody I could look at and wake up next to every day. Somebody that is beautiful in the face, but also beautiful in the soul. You know what I'm saying?
So what if on the inside they were everything you were looking for, but they only was 75% what you were looking for physically?
I think I could do 75, 78.
You think you could do
I could do 78. I could do 78. I could do 80. I would go 80. I could do 80. I know about 75. 75, she might be missing an eye, so I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? So, at this old age of mine now, like, I feel like.
You know what I think? Because a lot of people would listen to that answer and say that it's superficial. But you know what I think you're referring to? And it's something that I always say, right? I think part of the beauty of being in a relationship, or part of the beauty of being in love, is just having a level of excitement, right? Of spending time or being or seeing the person that you're with, right? And I think that there's no greater love than the one that's hot. It's not lukewarm. You understand what I'm saying? So I think that none of us want to be in a relationship with a person that we're not necessarily excited about being with.
I want.
You get what I'm saying?
I want when the hot spell go off, when it's finished. I want that person I can level out with. Not somebody that you go decline. Not somebody that shoot way up. Somebody that I could level out with and have constant ebbs and flows.
But I think there's always going to be peaks and valleys. As far as relationships are concerned. I think certain things are a constant all the way, right? I think the love the two people share should be a constant. And when I say the love, there are times that y'all may not like each other, right? But I think that the love should always be there, right? There's no point where you don't like that person to the point where your thoughts about them are malicious, or you would not be thinking in their best interest.
Can I ask you this? Do you think that both parties always have to be in love? Or are you just saying they have to at least love each other?
Love each other. That's the thing. The love has to be real. Like it's not necessarily always be in love. It's just there should be a constant as far as the love for that person. It's just like your children, right? Your kids do things that piss you off. Sometimes you don't even want to speak to them, but the love never changes. You get where I'm coming from?
The Bible got a scripture that says love covers a multitude of sins, right? So it covers a multitude of things. So for me, it's like, I know I was in a situation before where I don't feel like we were in love, or she was necessarily still in love, or if I was in love at one point. I remember being in my situation, loving a person and not being in love. But the love that I had for the person, I feel like kept me to stay in the relationship, right? But I felt like that also, the tables turned. I felt like it was a point that I was in love and she wasn't in love, but she still loved me. But it went, her not being in love, I don't think could keep her.
I mean, listen.
But I don't think you gotta, for me, I don't gotta be in love to be with you.
It's not, I don't think it's something that's always the same, right? And what I mean by that is there are situations in relationships where partners fall out of love for the moment and it means the end, right? Because some people, once they fall out of love, it's very hard for them to fall back. And then there are other relationships where it may be just for the moment. You know, you speak to people who've been married for 40, 50 years and they'll tell you, like, you know, you fall in and out of love, like throughout the course of this journey. And that's why I think at the end of the day, relationships, to a degree, are a choice. The older I get, the more that I realize that it's, you make the choice. I'm going to be with this person forever.
No, but then I go back to the book, right? Because even reading that book, even though they wasn't talking about relationship, but you could take those habits into everything you do, right? The job, everything. It taught me that even with myself, sometimes I didn't create the habits to keep love.
But this is what I'm saying.
Right?
That's why I said at this point, I realized it's a choice, bro. Like you get into a relationship and either you say, I'm going to see how it plays out, or you say to yourself, no, this is the person I'm going to be with. We're going to stick this out through it all. You know, you set your boundaries. I'm not staying through infidelity, but other than that, there is no other issue that can cause me to walk away from you. Anything that we face, we're going to work through.
You do it. But that's a decision.
It's a decision.
It's
exactly.
a decision.
I truly believe.
And in that decision, you got to do at least 1 to 2% to keep working on that. Because
Yeah,
I found out
you got to do the work.
You got to do the work, right? Because if doing nothing puts you a set back even farther. You know, if you did 1% of the work each time, and you kept doing 1% of something else, like you did 1% of dating or improving in dating, you did 1% in improving in lovemaking, you did 1% in cooking and taking care of the chores. If you kept doing 1%, 1%, 1%, it may seem like a little bit, but in compound interest, it could turn into 100. But if you did 0%,
0%,
and you know what I'm saying? And sometimes I never looked at it in that minuteness. You know what I'm saying?
And it's so funny because you know, like I told you, I've been taking therapy. And one thing the therapist told me is, especially in relationships, each conflict is either an opportunity to grow closer or an opportunity to spread further apart. And the reason being is because through conflict, you actually get to know your partner better, right? Because it's an opportunity to get to know them on a deeper level as far as where you guys have differences in opinion. And you can either allow that conflict to cause y'all to drift further apart, or you can understand that two things can coexist at the exact same time. Y'all can have a difference in opinion, but it doesn't necessarily mean that y'all aren't on the same page and y'all don't have the same priorities. And y'all can allow that conflict to cause y'all to communicate, right? To kind of get to know each other better. And y'all don't have to agree, but to at least acknowledge where each other is coming from and to choose to move on.
See, my last relationship, my last real big relationship was, I think I told you this all the time, we never argued. And I used to think that was like the greatest thing.
It's not always a good thing.
It wasn't a good thing.
No.
Because
sometimes people hold things in.
Held it in for like 4 or 5 years. And then at the end, it was like, yo, I can't do. I'm like, what? You don't have no problems. What are you talking about? And then when the issues start to come out, what was the problem? Why you didn't say this? We could have argued about this, got through it, got past it, and kept moving. And sometimes I tell people all the time, and I'm not saying argue where you fighting each other physically, but I think those words, sometimes you have to see a person get upset or hear a person out, and y'all got to go have some, some verbal spars to make a relationship great, to understand the person a little bit more, understand what makes them tick, what don't make them tick. You know what I'm saying to you? If you, that whole argument, not fighting at all, no argument thing, you're cruising for a bruising, bro. Because when it finally come out, they let everything out, and sometimes it's too late to save everything.
And that's the thing. Conflict isn't the bad thing. How people choose to resolve the conflict. That's what's the bad thing. Like the conflict is a good thing because through conflict, people get to know each other better. You understand what I mean? But it's the routes that people go to deal with the conflict or to resolve the conflict. The way people react to conflict, that's the toxic element. It isn't the conflict itself.
So, I was talking to somebody the other day, and we were just talking, and I was asking, they was kind of telling me they felt like their significant other was done when he didn't want to have sex with her no more. And I said, I remember I went through that in my relationship. Like, she didn't really want to be touched like that no more. We had sex, but not as much as we did. Do you think a relationship is over at that point? I know we had a conversation a couple of weeks ago about being in the house not having sex. But when somebody just don't want, it's different.
I think it all depends. It all depends. And the reason I say it all depends is because, sometimes during times of conflict, people don't want to get sexual, right? So is it something temporary or is it something permanent? Because I know me myself, I had been in a relationship where I had pretty much checked out and I knew it was over, right? And once I knew it was over, I had made the decision that I'm no longer having sex with this person. And the reason being was because I knew that I was already done. And I didn't want to take advantage of that person and use them in the physical sense. So it was like, I'm not sleeping with this person because this thing It's actually about to be the last nail in the coffin and let this thing be over. And I felt that the more that we got physical, it was kind of unfair because I was kind of keeping that person tied to me by doing so. So I would agree if it all depends on the individual. because sometimes, once again, like I said, sometimes that's a temporary thing. You know, sometimes it's conflict that's going on in the relationship, and because of that, one person may not want to be physical in the moment. But if you're talking about indefinitely not wanting to be touched anymore, then yeah, I'd say it's a wrap.
See, for me, I feel like it could be over. For me, I think we grow up sometimes and we go like, you know how you have makeup sex and you feel like you could have sex and then make up some things make up things in the relationship. It'll bring us back closer together if we connect physically. And I think even with that situation at that time, I was really trying to connect physically so everything would fall back in line. But it never kind of really fell back in line in that situation. In that particular situation, the sex never made it fell back in line. Doing 100 things or making whatever was wrong right never fell back in line. Sometimes I think when a woman check out, she just check out. I don't know how, and I think she can only check herself back in. I don't think it's nothing that you could do to check her back in.
I mean,
she got to realize.
Yes and no. Yes, I think it all depends to what level of being checked out she is. I think women have different levels, right? I think they have the point where they're fed up, but they're not really out the door yet, right? And then they have the point where they're fed up to the degree where they have one foot out the door. And at that point, if you put in enough effort and part of her heart is still there, I feel like you could still reel her back in. But then there's the point where she got both feet out that door, bro, and her heart has closed to you. And I think,
nothing you could do at that
point. Not even the man upstairs could bring her back at that point.
You know what I do? But you know the problem is with that though for me. Even on the man's side, you know how many times I've been in a relationship and I left someone and I'm like, I'm done. Fuck this shit. Now I get up and leave. And I've been in a relationship for maybe 2 years, not 2 years, maybe 4 years, 5 years, even 10 years. Then you go think the grass is greener somewhere else? Because I'm going to go see what's out there. And I get up and go out there. Then I find some bullshit. And then I'm like, yo, I should have just stood where I was at. Or the grass is greener somewhere else. And it is nice in the interim, in the beginning of it. But then it still wind up ending out to phase out the same thing. So do we stay where we at, where we already know? See, because as I get older, when I was younger, jumping. As I get older, I'm like, yo, it's like how many times you go through that revolving door?
You're wasting time.
And go through that same mistake when you know if you could fix this, if you could fix the points and make it right, instead of going back around again to go back through the same rigmarole all over again. So it's just confusing.
I mean, but for me, I can honestly say that if I walk away, you know, at this point in my life, in the last 10 or 15 years, I've never walked away because I want to go out there to see if there's something better. If I walk away, it's because I truly don't want to be here anymore. You know, and when I say don't want to be here anymore, it's just that I feel that the situation doesn't service me anymore. I feel that it brings me nothing but misery. I feel that that person, not that they're lacking, they're perfect just the way they are, but they just aren't for me. You know what I mean? So, so even if I go out there and I don't find what I would be hoping for me, it's never an option to go back, because when I walk away, it's because I really feel like, nah, there's nothing here anymore.
But see, and that even makes life scarier for me, right? And when I say that makes life scarier for me, because then I start thinking about deeper things. I start thinking about marriage, right? So if a person you could be with a person for 5, 10 years, like, or whatever the case may be. You can even be thinking about marriage to that person, right? So what happens when you get married? How does the level, I don't know, none of us is married, but how does that level of commitment just change, right? Like,
it doesn't. And that's the thing, and that's why it goes back to what we were just saying earlier. It's the decision that's made, bro, because you have to understand the decision changes your perspective, right? It's like chasing a goal, right? Matter of fact, I saw a video just the other of Elon Musk saying this, right? Elon Musk said, if you say it's going to take you 3 months to clean your house, then it's going to take you 3 months to clean your house. If you say it's going to take 3 hours, it's going to take 3 hours. You understand what I mean? And it's the perspective. If you go into it with I'm making the decision that this is going to work, I'm going to make it work.
So you're basically saying, if we turn the light bulb on and go, I'm marrying this person, or this is my husband, or this is my wife, you stick in it and fight because you're fighting for what it is that you set this whole situation up to be.
Yeah.
And when you're in a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, you didn't set that bar.
You make the choice whether you're going to build a shack or whether you want to build a house. Bro.
Okay. Well, I kind of make it. I would see if that makes sense. Yeah, because sometimes that be the scary part. Even for me, when I leave certain people, I'll be like, yo, man, you was there for all that time. So what you would have did when you got married if you got upset?
Because you know what the reality is, Styles, that I'm coming to learn? Bro, no relationship is perfect, bro. None.
But
some people are more compatible with you than others, but there's always going to be problems. And what determines how long you stay is your perspective. It's all your perspective.
And after I read that book, it's your habits.
Yeah.
But
that's what your perspective is. It's your habits.
You got to create habits. And if you want something to change in your relationship, you got to create the healthy habits to change it. And it don't have to be the big, gigantic habits. It just got to be a lot of small compound habits over time until you get to the big issues, bro. If you want it to happen, and it has to be from both sides. It can't be a relationship. It take two.
Because you know what you got to think about? You got to think about your pursuit of success, right? Everything that you've pursued as far as succeeding at in life, you've never drawn hard lines. You may have said, this is what I'm willing to do, but you've adjusted along the way because you've had to. Because the pursuit of success changes so much. You may think I'm going to put a year into this, and then a year down the line, you might realize, yo, it's going to take 2 or 3 years. You understand where I'm coming from? You may say, I'm only going to put $50,000 into trying to make this happen. And then you spend that 50 and realize, damn, I got to put another 20.
I'm in that situation right now.
And I think that's what we do a lot of times with relationships. We set a hard line. This is what I'm investing. And if investing this isn't enough, I'm out. You get rather than.
But I had talked, I don't know if you saw my Instagram on my good people thing, I had talked about this. You know, and this is one of the things when I was in the fast, one of the prayer words was passion. And we talked about passion. Anything that you have passion for, you go through turmoil with.
Of course.
Because when you got passion for something and you fighting for something, there's going to be trials and tribulations in that. But just because we are so passionate for it, we keep going after the goal, no matter how many times we fall, know how many obstacles get in the way, know how many times you told no, know how many times you ran out of money. You're passionate for it, so you got to fight for it. So in your relationship, you got to be passionate about your relationship, just like you're passionate about the goals in your life that you set in front of you. This is what we're going to keep you up and keep running for it, even when you fall and things don't work out the way you want it to work out. And I think, matter of fact, now they're saying that, I think relationships lack passion.
A lot of relationships lack passion, but that's because people these days are together more because they're attracted to each other.
Rather than circumstances.
Or for circumstances, for transactional purposes,
yeah.
Rather than because of genuine interest or compatibility or genuine love. You understand what I mean? Like, it's a means to an end these days, bro. And at the end of the day, this is why when those means kind of dissipate or when the pain outweighs the joy, momentarily, people walk away.
And that momentary thing is real, because if you get past the momentarily of that pain, you can have joy all over again.
You can have joy all over again.
All over again. Joy can come right back all over again.
And that's the thing. You know, the only way out is through. And this is what people don't get, because when they hit that wall of pain, they try to avoid it by bailing out, not realizing all you got to do is push through, bro. On the other side of that wall is joy again.
It's joy again. Push you through. Well, look, man, I'm fully single again.
Yeah.
I ain't got
that means the DMs are back open.
Listen, man, I ain't got no side chicks. I ain't got nothing. And loneliness is real, bro. Loneliness is real. Like loneliness is real.
Oh,
I'm,
not to cut you off. And I just want to say a happy belated birthday to my special person.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Somebody got mad the other day at me and told me to ask you why you keep calling that person your special person. Why you just don't say X, Y, and Z. I'm not gonna say what it is.
Because you know why? I'm a strong believer, and me and my special person, we've had this conversation. I'm a strong believer in you protect what you value. Mm-hmm. You understand what I mean? And at the end of the day, in no way is it a secret. Not at all.
No.
You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's just me protecting what I value.
No, I ain't mad at it. Listen, bro. Somebody asked me that. I never even thought about it. So I was like, what? Because you know, as a girl probably asked me some stupid shit like, what? I don't know. Ask that nigga when you see him. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, loneliness is real. It just is, man. I gotta say it. And I'm learning to appreciate my time again. But you know, sometimes I get tired of me. You know what I'm saying? Like I get tired of being in my space. I get tired of being in my funk. I get tired of I get tired of me sometimes. And I'm just sitting there like, yo, man, this shit is crazy. And then the sex shit is crazy too, because then I can't just, I could go get some, but I don't be wanting to go get, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you don't want to deal with what comes with going to get it.
It's just meaningless. I don't like you like that. It's like, I needed this nut, shorty, but I don't like you.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like,
it's terrible, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, I've been cohabitating for the past. It's already been like 7 months, which is crazy. And I love it, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, and.
Yeah, I'll be jealous, man.
Yeah, bro. Yo, bro.
I'd be like, fuck you, bro.
I love it. I'm not, yo, listen. And it's so crazy.
I'm happy, but I'm like, yo, fuck this nigga, man.
Yo, I realized.
He don't even talk. Yo, you know, hold on.
I know exactly where he goes.
This nigga, see, when we used to go through this shit, he lonely, ain't got nobody. We could talk to each other. Now I ain't got nobody to talk to.
Nah, you could always call me.
Nigga, that nigga, he be get off the phone. Your Styles, I gotta go real quick. Oh, yeah, now we go to the store. Oh, now Styles, we here. What? Nigga, I ain't got nobody no more, man. I'm like, yo, you know misery love company, nigga.
Yeah,
but I'm happy for you, but I'm like, yo, who the fuck I'm gonna talk to? I ain't talking to Mike, bitch ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't fucking talking to Suave, bitch ass. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why, once again, man, I strongly believe it's a decision, bro. Because once you make that decision, that I think your whole perspective changes and you see things differently. You understand? And you begin to see things through the lens of what can be rather than what you want it to be. You understand what I mean? Because when you're looking at it through the lens of what you want it to be, anything outside of what you want, you're threatened by. When you look at it through the lens of what can be, even when something isn't what you necessarily would prefer, you see it as something that can be worked on. You get what I'm saying? And that's why I think that making that decision that this is what I'm going to do and I'm going to give it my all, man, is so important.
Well, listen, I made a decision that I'm chilling the fuck out. So I'm at peace with that decision. I'm lonely sometimes, but I'm at peace. It's the first time I don't have any complications. Like, even though I'm like a lonely feeling, I'm at peace with it though. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm at peace. Like, all right, cool, I'm chilling, bro. Like, it is what it is. And, you know, I don't have a problem with dating. I don't have a problem with finding women. That ain't never been my thing. So that's gonna happen for me. Like, I ain't really worrying about that. I think more times than not, I'm more worried about just linking with the right one. Like, and I'm not saying the right one from my wife or, you know, hopefully that it turned into something like that. But I'm looking for the right one that I could have that companionship with, that chill time with, that one-on-one time that I could converse with and pillow talk with.
Yeah, you're looking for companionship rather than just company.
Yeah, so, you know, that's what that is, you know what I'm saying? I still take somebody away just a little bit, but not too much.
For the meantime.
In the meantime, between time. But nah, yeah, it's cool though. It's been a crazy couple of weeks, bro.
While we're on a relationship topic, I'd like to bring up something I saw. Gayle King was being interviewed, and I saw her speak to the fact that there was a gentleman that she was dating for a couple of months or so, and he asked her to borrow $4,000, and she asked him what it was for. He said it was for a child support issue.
Ask you a question though. Why kill kids dating a nigga that need $4,000?
Well, she said, listen, she said he made six figures, but what he asked her, he said, look, lend him this money on Monday, he'll pay her back by Thursday. I don't know if he was waiting. Yeah, some of his money was tied up or whatever the reason being. But she said that, you know, he kept to his word. 4 days later, he paid her back the money that Thursday. But she said once he gave her back the money, she never looked at him the same after that.
Why?
And it caused her to.
That sounds crazy to me.
It sounds crazy to me.
Man, he kept his word.
I would think that it would make you feel like the man is reliable.
Reliable, he kept his word.
And a man of his word.
Yeah, that's kind of whack though, because so if he needed you, and that's your dude you was dating, he needed you, you couldn't be there for him, and it's time. I told you this other day.
But if the tables were turned, and it was a woman that said that, and it was a man that said that he was dating a woman for a couple of months, and she asked him to borrow money, and she paid him back at the time that she promised, and he said it caused him to look out there, everybody would be like, he's crazy.
Crazy.
And I get it. I get that the male role and the female role is totally different. You know, I'm not in the habit of asking women for money at all. But
holding your person down is holding your person down.
I mean, holding your person down for one, but it's just this unrealistic standard that a man is not allowed an off day. A man is not allowed a moment of weakness. A man is not allowed.
Yo, son,
it's just weird,
like,
bro.
To me, I tell you, women use that sometimes to take advantage of that situation, especially when you show vulnerability. When you be vulnerable with a woman, she might be like, yo, I got you right now. And then 6 months later, a year later, 2 years later, oh, that bum ass, he tried to take this, he needed this for me. Like, nah, man, it's kind of crazy. So it's hard, man. You got to be careful who you vulnerable with, man. And you got to be making sure. It's almost like, it's the same difference of, you know, a guy taking your news, right? I know it's an extreme difference. You can't have everybody have your news because next thing you know, you wind up with somebody's internet. You know what I'm saying? You got to be very careful. And as a man, I think you got to be very careful who you ask for favors and who you be vulnerable with when it comes to women, because women can sometimes use that against you. You can't.
And under the comments, I mean, I saw all types of perspectives. I mean, from women saying, "Oh, and these are the guys that we're supposed to submit to." I saw another woman say, well, to me, that's a red flag because why doesn't he have any men in his friend group that he could borrow from? Why he got to come to me?
Yeah, but why would, see, two things about, I like that comment, right? Why you don't go to men in your friend group? Sometimes that's what the pillow talk is there for. You're supposed to confide into your loved ones. Sometimes you don't go to your boy for everything. I'm not going to always go, yo, Mo, I need blah, blah, blah.
But women always ask for men to be vulnerable, right? But it's so crazy because in that moment when a man chooses to be, you hold it against him. I mean, and to me,
but he gave him money
to
back
me, that's the thing. To me, it's not about.
I can see
it's not about if it's about the fact
that
he kept his word, and it's not like he asked to borrow it for a month or 2 months. He asked 4 days. He said, "Let me hold it on Monday. I'll give it back to you on Thursday." And gave it back to him on Thursday, and he was still looked at as less.
So if you need help, you just see, and that's
you're supposed to take it.
Men need help. We can't get no help. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we live in a world where we can't get no help. But I guess that's even another thing too, because we have all these conversations about men. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, but in the same breath, I do also believe that it all depends on the woman you are dealing with, because I give credit where it's due. I do remember that Kanye West in his low point was $50 million in debt. Kim Kardashian gave him that $50 million, and I could say that up until this day, I've never heard her speak about that in a derogatory sense. You understand? So, I mean, fellas, there's all types of women out there. There's women who will, there's women who won't. Choose wisely.
Man, I would tell him, you know, listen, man, good riddance. She left.
Yeah, exactly. I'd rather know who I'm dealing with.
I'd rather know who I'm dealing with. I don't want nobody who ain't gonna have my back 155%. You know what I'm saying?
And mind you, this is Gayle King, Oprah's best friend, so $4 grand to her ain't. And look, I'm not in Gayle King's pocket, so I don't know what's what to her, but you know, you would imagine that $4,000 to Gayle King. Because she kind of laughed at it, like, because she said, yeah, he asked me for $4,000. And Oprah was like, she said Oprah told her, damn, the least he could have did was ask for $40,000. Like,
he'd asked for 40, they'd have buried him.
No, but Oprah was like, damn, he asked for $4 grand? Like, the least he could do was ask for 40. Like,
yeah, but you don't know. Listen, I ain't getting my man a couple of weeks ago hit me up for 4,500. My man he got money. He got more money than me.
You know what's so crazy?
Right? He got more money than me. He got money. You know what I'm saying? He got like 3 big businesses doing it. And he was like, yo, something about his payroll is messed up. Yo, can I?
It happens. It happens.
And guess what? I gave him the 4,500. And I said to myself, damn, he need $4,000, but shit happens.
Yo, bro.
And he gave it right back. He gave it back like in 2-3 days.
You know what's so crazy? Same situation. I have a friend of mine, owns a couple of businesses, whatever. Same thing. Like, reached out one day, yo, Mo, blah, 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 my money's tied up. Could you send me this or whatever? And I got you in a week. Boom, send it. And he sent it right back. You understand? And this is what I mean about people not understanding life itself.
Yeah, shit happens, man.
People don't understand life.
Shit happens.
Like at the end of the day, somebody could be worth $1 million, and it doesn't mean that they have $1 million liquid that they access. You understand where I'm coming from? And sometimes that's why people have business lines of credit. Business lines of credit are to float you throughout the year during those times when your business doesn't have that cash flow.
But you could also be in a bank transaction where you can't move any money at that time, because if you move the money, it might mess up the deal. So you got to keep a certain amount of money in your bank until whatever happens supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's all kind of things that happen. Like I said, I wouldn't want to be with nobody like that. You know what I mean?
Gail King, I know Styles is single, but don't hit him in the DM because he said he would.
Don't hit me in the DM, because I'm taking the 40.
Yo, he said I'm taking the 40. You a fool.
You got it. Let me stop.
This guy's crazy.
Well, anyway, on some celebrity news real quick, man. I don't never want to talk about this girl, man, but
I already know where you going.
Yeah, I don't like talking about this girl. Krishan Rock, that's her name? What's her name?
Krishan Rock.
Oh my God! You see, we never really talk about it. I can't take her, the blue face nonsense.
I can't take none of that.
I just can't deal with it, man. I can't. But she put the big tattoo on the side of her face.
Is that real?
I think so. It look real to me. Listen, man, I'm not a tattoo expert.
I'm hoping it ain't real, bro.
Yo, I seen another girl put the tattoo of his face on her ass. Too. I don't know what Blueface out here doing, but he must be giving out a lot of blue faces. But yeah, so yo, ladies, man, just make better decisions, man. Who you fall in love with. Young girls, y'all watching all these people on social media.
Don't follow suit.
Yo, please, man. Yo, I feel sorry for this generation, bro. I really feel sorry for what they call it, Gen Z?
Gen Z.
I feel so sorry for y'all, man, because the shit y'all gotta watch, the shit y'all gotta endure, the shit that y'all coming up from and think that it's cool to be that way.
Misled and misguided.
Yeah, man.
I mean, look at who their role models are, though.
I just feel like the uncool are the cool, right? Like, in our time, and I promise you I'm not throwing no shade at her, but it's like shade, but it's not shade, because I mean it in all the sincere way. She would have never been cool growing up when we grew up.
Who, Sexy Red?
No, Krishan.
Right? Oh, hell no.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, everybody who would have never been cool, like, it's just, they come together and they all just cool now.
I say this era is Revenge of the Nerds, bro.
Yo, bro.
That's what I call it.
Listen, I'm
not mad at it at all. I mean, listen, everybody get their time to rock.
Yeah, I'm not mad
at it.
Get it,
Krishan Rock?
What I'm mad at, and I'm not hating on it, but what I am hating on is just that the influence that it have on other people. I don't care what you do for yourself. Whatever you're going to do to yourself, however you want to do, you're going to do it. But when you got the babies watching you, they think this shit is cool and nobody's correcting the behavior, that's what gets me upset. Like, because I'm an adult, right? I can see it and be like, oh, cool, like, you know, it is what it is. But somebody else ain't gonna think. Somebody gonna think that's.
But what I also think too is that it's not balanced, right? It's oversaturated with the bullshit. You get where I'm coming from? Like, there's so much of an influence of the bullshit. Like there's no balance. Like, what about the other side of the scale? Because you don't really have anybody pushing the substance, the positivity, or none of that. Like, it's just so much of this ratchet culture. You know what I mean? That it's just like, God damn.
Talking about the balance, and I'm not going back to the relationship shit, but it just made me think of something, because I want to ask you a question before I go into the next celebrity news. Do you think the powers that be are putting us against each other?
Definitely.
Yeah, because I feel like, even on here, sometimes I admit to it, sometimes we get on the ladies hard, but I think there's other podcasts that get on the men's hard, right? So I think it's a balance. But I think a lot of times we so much against each other, at each other, that it's a distraction going on somewhere else. And it's other things in the works behind the scenes because we're so much at odds with each other, whether it's men and women, whether it's black and white. It's just so much. I never seen so much adversity in between sexes and race. It's like, it's just crazy.
But
like,
the agenda,
all at the same time happening.
But the agenda has always been to keep the black man and the black woman apart. You have to understand that, because through breaking up our homes and breaking up our families, they gain control of the children, bro. Because there's no guidance in the home. There's no guidance. There's no protector. You understand? So now they have full access to the women and they have full access to the children, because the man has always been the buffer between that. Because you got to think about it, right? And I mean, you could even think about any young girl that you know, twerking in front of their moms or whatever, little 2-year-old, 3-year-old girl. The second the father walks in the room, what does that child do?
Stop.
You understand what I'm saying? The father's presence alone, and you could think about this, whether it's your daughter, whether it's whoever, as soon as the father's presence alone makes that young lady want to be even if she's pretending to be the best version of herself. You understand? So when you remove that man's presence from that family, then bruh, now you have access to pretty much, for all the debauchery, all the lower the standard of the morals, everything. You understand? Because that child no longer has that reason to straighten up.
Yeah, man, I definitely think there's a divide. But in other celebrity news, I seen Snoop Dogg said he turned down $100 million to OnlyFans because his wife won't let him show the wee-wee out there. My wife had to let me show the wee-wee, man.
I'm not showing no goddamn
I'm sure
wee-wee.
100 million, listen, man, my wife would be happy after we spend that 100 million, bro. I'm showing the wee-wee, I'm flapping it. I'm out. I'm showing the
Not
wee-wee.
me.
I'm showing the wee-wee. Yeah, listen, bro. Like I said, I showed it for free half of my damn life. You gonna give me 100 million OnlyFans?
That's just not my thing, bro.
Listen, man, I showed it for free all the time, bro.
Well, go on live tomorrow, bro. I mean,
I don't think they're gonna give me 100. They probably give me like 50 cents or something. I fucking know.
He said they're gonna give me 50 cents. This guy crazy.
Ain't nobody gonna punch on that shit. I done did it for 100 mil, Snoop. That's when niggas got money. They be like, nah, I ain't doing that. I got money. I'm good. I'm good. Oh, other celebrity news. Jess Hilarious finally.
Congrats, Jess Hilarious.
There it is. Yes, finally on the Breakfast Club is official tissue.
Showed all the naysayers.
I knew she was coming to Breakfast Club though. When I seen the TMZ interview and they ran down on Charlamagne asking questions, the way he answered the question was, it felt like to me they probably just didn't have her money right, and they was trying to figure.
They was working out the deal.
Yeah, they was probably working out the particulars because he didn't shun it or nothing like that. So I was like, when I saw that, I was like, oh, she coming on the show. And I think she deserved it, right? She did a lot of work the last couple of years. She's good with the Jess, with the mess shit. She's been consistent. And I think she's hella funny. And
that's the sad thing about us, man. People were just so, like, excited to just sort of like celebrate, you know, the misfortune of her not getting on the show. And everybody was just, oh, ha, 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 this. And sometimes I just don't understand. I just don't understand that, man. I don't understand why we're that way, you know, but it is what it is. Once again, congrats to Jess Hilarious.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, seeing this crazy, I wanted Tico to be in here for this, because this was banana, because Tico's an expert when it comes to sneakers, but Rent-A-Center is now, you can now rent Jordans for $19.99.
That's nuts.
Per week?
That's nuts.
For Rent-A-Center, yes.
What?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how that works, though.
No, you rent the sneaker for a week. So you pay $20, you get the rent the kicks, you rock them for a week, and you bring them back. It's Rent-A-Center. So you renting the sneakers for a week.
Yeah, so when they put the creases in there, somebody funky foot or fungus in there, like, what's happening, bro? I don't know. You can't want Jordans that bad, bro. Go buy the B grade Jordans then, man. Go get those or something. I'd rather get B grades than.
Bro, it's just more fraudulence, bro. I mean, we live in an atmosphere. This is an era of much fake shit, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, people wearing sneakers that ain't even theirs no more. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
They're going to get the new Gucci sneakers and be like, yo, I got these Gucci for they're going to go to the party that night.
They go to a date or...
They come back and put it back. That's crazy. Now, I don't know about that. But yeah, if you want a pair of Jordans, go down to Rent-A-Center.
Rent-A-Center, you can rent J's, bro.
They got them for you, $19.99. Only for 1 week. You can't beat that price. Rent-A-Center. That's crazy.
I would love to see that contract. Like, what if you get a scuff on them? Like,
they gonna have niggas fighting. Niggas, you step on your shoes, you get shot. Niggas gonna be getting shot for the Rent-A-Center shoes. What if a nigga run off with the sneakers, never bring the sneakers back?
I'm sure some will. I'm sure some will.
Niggas ain't bringing the sneakers back, bro. Niggas ain't bringing. Go buy yourself a pair of B grade, bro. Go buy yourself a pair of B grade. This news thing was kind of crazy to me, a little bit retarded. So y'all niggas, I keep telling y'all every week, stop showing all y'all business on social media. Now this couple looked like they had a good thing going on. They was living inside of a what do you call that? A rental unit. You know those?
Oh, like, the storage unit.
Storage unit. They was living. They looked like they was living inside of there. They had furniture, drawers in there. They came on TikTok talking about he could do exercise in there. They got their own bathroom. It's 24 hours. They had a little skillet they could take outside to cook, come back in, and they was living rent free. They was saving up their money to buy like a trailer and then buy one of those one level houses.
Tiny home.
So they went on TikTok and showed it off. Now
they got kicked out of there, of course.
Now where you living? Now where you living? Why would you go on TikTok and show the shit off?
To show something illegal you're doing.
Yo, everything ain't for TikTok. And listen, I ain't mad at his plan, right? It was
smart. I wouldn't do it, but it was smart.
It was smart. I wouldn't do it, but he was living in there.
It was him and his girl.
Chilling. They was chilling in there, bro.
And all you saw in the comments was, girl, don't be settling for no... Man.
Yo, yeah, that was crazy, man. Y'all gotta keep shit off of TikTok, man. Y'all gotta keep shit off of TikTok.
Tick, tock, boom.
Really, about TikTok, too, I seen that Universal Music Group also...
Pulling the music
Pulling
off.
all the music down from TikTok, which is kind of crazy for me because they say TikTok is not paying...
they wanted to renegotiate the deal. They wanted more money.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if they're getting any money right at this point. I don't think any label get money, but the labels don't pay that money out neither to the artists, so I don't understand why they...
Because the label wants more money, that's why.
So it's crazy, right?
They want to renegotiate the deal.
I know what these artists going to do now to get hot, because TikTok make most of these niggas hot, so... Well, I guess if you're an independent artist, you can have your music up there.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess so. Yeah. They're working out in a couple of weeks. It's just,
of course.
Yeah,
they playing hardball.
You know when your cable cut off and they be like, that channel on your cable, you got the sports channel, and they be like, yo, we cut off ESPN because we have to work out a deal. ESPN for our customers.
Yeah, after a while, yeah.
Then after 2 weeks, ESPN is back on. That's what's going to happen.
They just playing hardball.
That's what's going to happen. I did see something. I had something up here I want to say. It was crazy. Wow. That was crazy. Oh, I seen this lady name her daughter Chlamydia. She said she always loved the name Chlamydia. And after the baby father gave her chlamydia while she was pregnant, she said it was confirmation. So she named the baby Chlamydia. But now the kid is 4 years old. She don't know why the kid is going to school and kids know what chlamydia is. And now the kids are being cruel. Can't make this shit up.
Who's being cruel? The kids or was the mother cruel for naming the child that?
And the kid said she want her name changed, but she don't feel like she should change her name because kids are being cruel to her. Why would you name your kid Chlamydia?
Crazy.
Yo, that don't make no sense, bro.
Absolutely none whatsoever.
Yo, people are crazy, my dude.
Chlamydia. I'm speechless.
Yo, Chlamydia, she gonna hang out with somebody's son named gonorrhea.
I'm speechless. I have nothing to say.
I don't even know what to say to that, man. Change that kid name, man. That should be child abuse, bro. That should be abuse,
It should, because for the torture that child is going to go through.
That should be some type of child abuse, my nigga. Like, that really should be,
Man, nickname the kid Cece. For real.
That should be some type of child abuse, for real, for real. Yo, real quick, you ever date a woman taller than you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not threatened by that.
I'm climbing that tree.
There you go.
I'm climbing the tree. We the same size when we lay down together. I'm not intimidated. I tell you, women taller than me, we the same size when we walk in the room together. Because when I walk in the room, that's how much space I'm gonna take up when I walk up in that motherfucker. Like, I'm good. I'm cool, bro. I don't feel no way.
I don't feel threatened by that.
I'm scared of shorter women than taller women, I think, though.
Short women are feisty, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, short women, I swear to God, you just be looking at them like, yo, you're little ass. If you don't get the hell out of here, like, ain't nobody more feisty than little women.
Yeah, I'm not. I love tall women. No, I'm only 5'8", lady. So if y'all don't know, I'm only 5'8". But if you come to me, you 6 feet. I'm not scared at all. I'm good, bro. I love me a good, tall, sexy.
Amazon.
Yeah, I love me one. It was this Amazon girl. I don't know if I can show on here, bro. She not Amazon. Amazon sound crazy, but she Amazon in the sense of she bad. She know who she is. I'm probably gonna send her this. She knows she bad than a motherfucker. Bad. When I'm telling you she bad. She bad. She a hairdresser too. She bad. That's all I'm gonna say. Is she bad, bro?
God damn, nigga, how many times you gonna say she bad?
She bad, but listen.
Oh, I know who you talking about.
I would walk in any place with her. I don't feel no weight. I feel excited, happy, have all the gratitude in the world when I walk up in the yard. And she gonna feel confident. This is a motherfucker. So where I walk in there, she gonna be like, I take up all the space when I come in there. She gonna be like, I love this little nigga. Nah, but she's like 6 feet, like even 5'11" or 6 feet. I love, I'm not intimidated. I think a shorter woman probably like a midget. Like I ain't never had no midget though. Oh, you had the midget.
I've never had a midget. I've never had a midget.
That's what you
I was watched.
I'll take a midget though. Real quick, they also say Gen Z. I don't know why I can never get that right. Gen Z is starting to age faster than the previous generation.
I can believe that because
a lot of old young niggas out here though.
Very much so. A lot of old looking young dudes.
Yeah, I be seeing dudes and I tell them my age. They be like, oh man, oh gee, I didn't know you was that old, man. I didn't know that. I thought you was like 30. I thought you what? I'm like, how old are you?
Mind you, them niggas be 28 looking like they 50.
50, man. They look crazy.
Crazy.
I think it's the drugs, man. I think it's the weed.
I think so too.
Everybody like Tico and them be smoking
it's
mad
the
weed.
Pills, it's the chemicals in the weed.
The chemicals all in the weed.
The lean.
I think I smoking natural weed. When I grew up, weed had seeds in it. They ain't had that many colors and flavors of weed. That shit getting y'all old looking in the face.
If the dread ain't smoking it, leave it alone.
Yeah, man, that shit is crazy. I smoking all this hydro, all this. Yeah, bro, it's making y'all niggas look old, look crazy out here. Then you got the food.
Pop rocks.
Yeah, it's crazy out. So Gen Z, fix your face, man. Fix your face. And a lot of the ladies, they be wanting to look so old so quick. They be wanting to get all the booty injections and they want to do everything so quick.
Get their face beat. All of that makeup too fucks up your skin, man.
So Gen Z, man.
Soon as girls turn 17, they start putting on that. They start putting on all that clown makeup. Shit, crazy. Soon as they turn 17, they want to look like a Bratz doll.
You stupid, a Bratz doll.
They want to look like a Muppet.
We just talked about this. I was just saying the Bernice Burgos' daughter. That interview was kind of crazy with lip service. Yeah, but she was saying how people leaked her. Somebody leaked her videos of her having sex. I just want to say that's sucker shit when niggas be leaking videos, bro. I've always be wondering, like people be sending me stuff on WhatsApp all the time of homemade sex videos. I'd be like, yo, who putting this shit out? Like, nigga just have sex, beat the girl up, and just put it out on the internet for what? Like,
yo, but bro, I just wonder in 10 years, like, where's it gonna? Because sex is becoming so extreme, like it's becoming so cool. Spit in my mouth, punch me back in my head, blah blah blah. Where's it going to be in 10 years, man? Because it's just getting.
You gonna have to jump off the building right into the cooch. You got to. I'm about to dive in. That's what you got to do.
And it's so funny. I was watching Ghost over the weekend with Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore, and you know that. Yeah, Demi Moore, and you know that famous scene where they doing the pottery, and I'm watching it, and I'm just like, wow, like you don't see people make love anymore on these shows on television, bro. Like now it's throwing each other against the wall, slamming them on the desk, blah, blah. But as far as the making love, like it used to be in the old
Nah,
movies,
they have sex abuse.
yeah, bro. Like it's basically sexual assault every time you see it on TV now.
It's a DV case waiting to happen.
Yo, bro, there's no more making love.
punch
Like
in the eye, hit
you
it with the
remember
elbow,
how they used to do this to each other's face? Like they don't do that shit no
You gotta
more.
smack her in the face.
Yo, bro.
Yeah, nah, it's crazy.
It's a mix of WWE and Pornhub. Like, it's weird.
It's crazy. Pennsylvania man fatally stabs his next door neighbor for snoring too loud. Now, you know, before I had my sleep apnea machine and I was a little heavier, I would snore like crazy. I don't know if they would have caught me in my sleep though, slapped me. I sleep like too, so but that's crazy. How loud would this nigga snore? Like for a nigga to come through the door, that's kind of crazy. That's sad, bro.
That's nuts. I mean, the guy died?
Yeah, fatally stabbed him.
Oh, fatally stabbed him.
Yeah, fatally stabbed him. Fatally stabbed his neighbor. He said he was snoring too loud, bro. Said he was snoring too loud. So please watch out for your snoring. If you got neighbors next door to you that can't take it, that had to be some loud snoring, bro.
No, dude had to be mentally unhinged.
That could be true. They saying that I seen some congresswoman saying they want to change the retirement age from 65 to 70.
To 70?
Who retiring at 70 years old?
That's to 70?
They probably gonna have to because Social Security, they say every year talking about it's gonna run out soon, so niggas probably gonna have to work to 70 years old. They say the life expectancy is longer, so you should be working longer.
Bro, who wants to be working
But how you gonna
70?
work if the robots taking all the jobs? Like who working that? They ain't even giving young niggas jobs. Who giving a 70-year-old job? Like,
Bro, that's always been one of my biggest fears, bro.
what's that?
To even be 60 and working, like that's like, bro, that is an unhappy existence. Truly is.
Shit.
That shit is scary.
You know, and being 70 and older than working.
And when I say working, I just
be-
mean clocking into somebody's 9 to 5.
You should be chilling by to me, you should be chilling around 60, about 62, 63, you should be chilling.
Well, if you're working for yourself, I mean, you can work till the day you die and enjoy it. But I'm just talking about.
And if you want to work past that, you can.
Yeah,
I don't think you should
having to get up and go clock into somebody else's
9 to
job
5.
to make someone else rich, like in your 60s, bro. Like that's.
Look, I just seen a report that this big franchise is buying out mad like Burger Kings and all this shit to do all automated robot services. The car dealership next year they're supposed to be doing. They get all robot automated. You know how they put the cars together on the assembly line. So when
automated.
niggas gonna have jobs at 70 years?
Yeah, because once those car factories go fully automated, you know how many jobs that's going to be? That's, oh my God, because you know most of those towns in the Midwest are employed by these factories.
Only thing I can see that could happen with something like that is that you need somebody to keep programming or keep the robots maybe upgraded. I don't know.
But that's not the assembly line workers.
I think Gen Z gonna have to learn how to be programming these robots and maintaining them. Maybe that's the new job for them. I don't know.
How many programmers you gonna need, bro?
I don't know what world we gonna live in, bro. I'm telling you, every week I'm thinking about moving to Costa Rica or Colombia. I'm thinking about leaving because this shit don't make no sense here where we going financially here. Like, it really don't make any sense what's happening.
The means don't justify the ends.
It don't. It really does not. It really does not. Oh, this was crazy that I saw this week. I saw a couple of young ladies saying, yeah, you can ask me, if you want to take them on a date, now they're saying that you have to pay for the babysitter.
Not I, said the cat.
Yo, why you have
and let me not say not I, said the cat, because you know it's very hard to answer questions as far as these situations, because I think each individual situation calls for something else. You understand what I mean? You could meet a woman, and you could really be into her, and like I always say, the woman that asks for nothing deserves the world, right? And she may not even be on it like that. And, you know, you may say, I want to take you out. And she say, I don't have anybody to watch my kids. And you say, I'll cash app you $150. Get a babysitter. I just don't think that there should be an expectation of that. You get what I'm saying? I think that's what the issue is. I think the issue is the expectation.
I wouldn't tell you I wouldn't offer a woman to pay her babysitter if I really want to hang out, and every time we tried to hang out, we couldn't have.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying.
Yo, all right, cool. Let me just help you get the babysitter. I wouldn't say I wouldn't do that, but if a woman asks me to pay for her
The
babysitter,
expectation.
it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, the expectation.
She can walk. Like, I'm not paying for no babysitter, bro. Then why you had the kid? Like, and then why you want to go out? And then someone will tell you, all right, I got time to go out. All right, cool. Don't do nothing, man. I don't know. Like, listen, all I can tell you, you know, my daughter, mother, and me, we co-parent very well. But the times and the days that I had my daughter, I had to figure it out. Say I want to go out. You know what I'm saying?
But you're a man.
No, but I had to go out. I still had to figure out a babysitter myself.
Because you're a man.
If I had to pay my brother or somebody
because you're a man.
Watch my daughter, I got to figure out.
Because you couldn't ask the woman?
No, you can't. Nobody never said y'all pay. They have. I'm just saying it just bugged out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. What's the final score right there, y'all? Who won? Oh, and without LeBron and AD? Okay. Sorry, y'all. You know I be into my sports. Yeah, but I can't. I'm not paying a woman's babysitter. I'm not. Like I said, if I felt like the need, like we hanging out and we get to know each other and we cool, and she needed help.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's case specific. Like, I can't say that, you know, all across the board I would never do it. But I just don't think it should be an expectation.
When I saw these girls on the thing, they was going ape shit like, you gotta pay for my babysitter.
That's what I'm saying.
You want to see me?
It's the expectation.
You ain't even that fly for me. We want to see you like, I don't need no bum ass. Yo, I don't need no bum chick. I don't want the bum bitch. I don't want her, man. Like, y'all can keep them. I don't want her, B. If she can't do certain things on her own for herself, it's like you don't want no bum nigga. I don't want no bum chick, bro. I don't want no, and I don't want nothing. I'm not saying that I don't want a bum chick because I need something from it. I don't need nothing from her neither. I just don't want her to be no bum. I don't want no slouch. I don't want no woman that can do nothing for herself.
No, I don't want no scrub.
Yeah,
a scrub is a girl who can't pay for her babysitter.
But I will say this, though. This is what I will give them, though. Babysitters out here is crazy. Like the child care.
Child care is nuts.
Niggas is paying college tuition for child care right now. Like, I know somebody told me the other day, you know, my daughter's old. Somebody did tell me, but this ain't like babysitting. This is like daycare. They told me they pay like $400 a week, or $450 or something like that. They were saying $450. How much is that a month? That's like 24, 25.
16, $450 is $1,800 a month.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. You need a voucher or something.
That shit is wild.
I gotta give out vouchers to niggas.
That shit is wild.
On top of rent?
That shit is wild, bro.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, though.
You might as well just have your moms live with you, bro.
Yeah, I tell her, you know, I was asking a woman this the other day. I was talking about, she's like, yeah, you know, it's hard being a single mom. And I said, yo, did you know he was going to be a single mother? She said, yeah, I knew he wasn't going to stay. He wasn't going, you know what I'm saying?
Then why did you have the
I said, why you have the baby? She said, because it's hard to get rid of a baby like that. And I said, nah, I'm not saying you should have got rid of it, but at the same time, I said, so let me ask you a question. If you had to do it all over, would you still have the baby? She said, I love my daughter, but I wouldn't even have her. Like, I wouldn't have a kid, right? So that made me go, like, it got to be an emotional thing. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Most of the times it's an emotional decision.
It's an emotional decision. And I'm like, yo, listen, I'm not putting myself in that situation, bro. Especially right now, today, you talking about babysitting this, that. You're not even talking, if you talking about this 18, then you got to pay for Pampers and all that. Yo, and y'all dudes out there, make sure y'all supporting y'all kids, B, because, that shit too expensive. One parent can't do it alone, bro.
It's real in the field.
Yeah, you can't do it alone. It can't, but no other nigga should be paying for your babysitter, dude. I tell you that. Tell your baby daddy to pay. You want to go out? Tell your baby daddy to pay for your babysitter. Nobody, you can't do it by yourself. And y'all niggas, y'all daddies that's out here picking up the kids' sneakers once every blue moon or once every week and thinking y'all putting in work, y'all not putting in no work. Picking up sneakers for your kids every couple of weeks is not putting in that work. It's not putting in no time, and it's not helping towards the rest of the bills that has to go. Nah. And the daddies that's all doing it, congratulations to y'all, man. You're a winner. That's what daddy's supposed to do. Yeah. That's crazy, Mo. That's how much the baby costs. This babysitter costs.
It's real in the field, bro.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, kind of crazy. Oh, I had this young lady came to my house a couple of weeks ago, right before before my thing. So she wanted some coffee, but I don't drink coffee.
Mm-hmm.
But I got coffee in the house, and I got a coffee maker in the house.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So me having a coffee maker in the house, she said, "Yo, how come you got a coffee maker and you don't drink coffee?" I said, "Well, my ex used to drink coffee, so I had a coffee maker in the house." She told me she don't want the coffee.
Of course.
I said, "Why you don't want the coffee?" She said,
"Because it's your ex's coffee maker."
I said, "It's not her coffee maker." I said, "It's my coffee maker. It's in my house. I bought it because I didn't have one here. So when I have company that want coffee, they have coffee." "Yeah, but you bought it for your..." Yo, I wouldn't care if I came to your crib. So if I'm outside with you, but she did. This is what she did say. "Let me throw it away, and I buy you a new one."
It is not that serious.
So if you got a girl.
So then every chick after is not going to use it because you bought it, and then they gonna want to throw it away and then buy me a new one. Like, this is retarded.
So I said to her, so if she got it like a Chanel purse.
Oh, cut out that word, Suave, because that's retarded.
So
yeah.
So if she got a Chanel purse, and the next dude bought her the Chanel purse. So if she go out with me with the purse, do I got to tell her to throw away the purse? So she said, "I throw it away if you buy me a new one." I said, "Nah, you can keep the purse."
You'll just be keeping that purse.
You can keep the purse. I'm good, bye. Keep the purse, B. But I didn't understand what was happening, bro. Why do I got to throw out a coffee maker, which is my coffee maker?
Because women are territorial.
Listen, man. Your ex-man bought you the toaster or the air fryer, and I'm at the crib, and he not back. I'm using the air fryer. I'm just letting you know that. You don't got to throw it out. I'm using the air fryer. Huh? That's not, see, she might not offer the information, but if she said to me, like, how I said, she said, "You don't drink coffee?" I said, "I don't drink coffee." She said, "Why you got the coffee maker?" I said, "Oh, my ex used to drink coffee." That's right. See, I don't feel. See, that's
Voila.
I don't lie like for shit like that, and that's my thing. I don't lie for shit like that. So for me, it's a simple answer, right? Like, why are we lying? And then when you start lying, oh, you was a liar.
Then you become a liar.
I don't gotta lie for that. That's what it was there
Liar,
for.
liar, pants on fire.
Drink the coffee, bro. Like, but if she told me her ex bought the air fryer, and I want to put some in the air fryer, I'm not buying a new air fryer, my G. I'm using that air fryer that he bought right there. That's the air fryer I'm using. And we're going to use the air fryer together. You know what I'm saying? I'm not buying a new air fryer. I'm telling you that right now. It's not happening. I'm not buying the air fryer. Oh, New York City has declared that social media is now an environmental toxin.
I agree.
Yeah. I do think social media for children, we got to really hone down on our kids on how much social media they could get and what they have access to on social media. Unfortunately, a lot of children nowadays are being either bullied or taking their lives or feeling inadequate because people are teasing them and messing with them, or they can't live up to the hype. So, yes, I can see where it causes a lot of mental anguish.
I wonder where they're going with this. I wonder if it's so that they can begin to invade our privacy when it comes to social media, reading messages and all that other stuff. And I know they already do that now, but they do it covertly. But will it lead to them doing it out in the open? I wonder. Because, there's always an agenda.
Yeah, I don't know. There is a company out there right now saying they will pay you $10,000 for the month if you could stay without your phone for 1 month.
Yeah, I saw that.
Can you do it?
I think I can. I think I could.
I don't think they'll make it that easy.
Yeah, they give you an old flip phone.
Probably take the old phone.
I think
I could do it. If they gave me an old rotary dial phone, like a plug-in phone, like in my crib, like if somebody need to call me, I think the phone is more for probably like scrolling and social media purposes. Like that's what I think. I didn't see. I read the report, but yeah, it didn't get that in depth. But if I just needed to talk to like my daughter or somebody like that, I'm cool. Like on some, even if it was a month, they could come to my crib. Yeah, I could think I could do it though.
I think I could do it.
I think I need it.
I think probably the first 48 hours, it takes some adjusting. But I think after the first 48 hours, it'd be all right. Because you remember when they had locked me out my Instagram. I did without my Instagram for like a month. You know what I mean? For like a month until I got my page back.
I scroll too much on social media. Yo, did the Knicks win this game or did they lose? Let me know. Because Brunson been doing this thing. But yeah, I don't know. I need to get off of social media sometime, especially when we doing this, because I get a lot of my information from Google and social media looking. Yeah, I be on this shit too much though, man. I be on my phone more than I watch TV nowadays. I hate that. I gotta change that habit. Like I gotta definitely change that. It's something that
That's an atomic habit.
Yes, I have to work on that. The next book I'm reading is called Great to Great. I heard it's a very good book, and I'm gonna be telling you about that. I think what I'm gonna be doing from now on is trying to read like a book or two a month, and come back and just tell y'all what I think about these books. Cause this is a year. This is a year of improvement for me. So any books y'all can suggest for me to have or to read, especially self-improvement books, please feel free to leave a comment or something like that. I'm all here for it, man.
And I also want to say, because I've been getting a lot of messages about people saying that they can't find Money and Violence on Tubi. Yes, Money and Violence has been taken down off Tubi for the moment, but we are currently working on getting it back up there. We appreciate your patience. Please, those of us who want to see it on there, feel free to @Tubi on Threads, Twitter, Instagram, or send them a DM @TUBI, Tubi, and let them know we want our Money and Violence back.
We want our Money and Violence back. And check this out. On other news, I think my last celebrity thing, congratulations to Robert De Niro. He had his baby boy at 80 years old. But the crazy thing is I seen him like crying and shit, saying that, he want to be around for his kid. Why would he have that baby at 80? I don't understand.
Because he's...
Oh, the Knicks won. Yeah, I'm trying to figure this out.
He'll be all right.
The baby would be good, but that's kind of crazy, though.
He'll be all right. He'll be all right, bro.
I hope he at least get the baby to 100. Like,
he'll be better off than some people having kids at 30 right now. He'll be.
That gotta be sad, though, bro. You don't think so?
He'll be all right.
That gotta be sad, though, bro.
He'll be all right, bro. He'll be all right.
You can't run after the football with the little nigga, nothing like that. You can't. What are you gonna do, bro?
What he's gonna do is be all right.
Hey, yo, and that's our show for tonight, man.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Brooklyn Boys Radio. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
Shout out to the Wood Steezy.
My man Tico.
Tico bust my lip today, and I'm gonna make that nigga bleed. I'm telling y'all, listen, next time y'all see Tico, he gonna have a bust lip too.
Swizzle, what up?
Swizzle, fuck Swizzle. Oh, do me a favor, man. Look, man, I just got these new Jordans from Woodstack. They always hooking the brother up, so please go on the site, the website. You can get these on the site or come into any Woodstack store. They got this new, what's this right here I got on today? Godspeed joint. Yeah, so they got a couple stuff for y'all, man. They got the Only One clothing and stuff like that. Go check them out, man, at woodstack.com. And
tell them Styles and Mo sent ya.
Yeah, man, tell a friend to tell a friend. All right, and Mike, don't come back here no more, bro.
Brooklyn.
We out.
Out.